Hey everybody, it's been a while. Inspirational Brad. Back in Quezon City, been dealing with some business things. Yes, I am doing some business stuff here in the Philippines. Rod, we've been in touch. Rod says, man, we got to do a video. So what are we talking about? What are we gonna yell at each other about this time?
You want to talk about? I had a topic of mental health. I think this is the month of June. Mental health for men.
Mental health
Yeah.
for men.
Yeah.
Now, I remember when you said that to me, and I kind of laughed because I had to say to myself, do you honestly believe that men seriously think about mental health?
We don't
Now
talk
think
about
about
it.
that.
We don't talk about it.
No, we as foreigners we do, but not Filipinos.
That's what I'm wanting to express. What I view from the Philippines, men that are going through things you never know it. They don't talk about it.
They don't talk about
They
it.
don't talk about it. I think it's important. You never know what somebody's going through. I've heard of some episodes where it got so bad with depression till they commit suicide.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've heard 2 stories about that. And I wonder what could have been prevented.
If they communicated,
Yeah.
hello,
Yeah. What could-
communication.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know. You need to reach out sometime to your Pinoy friends, see how they're doing, check on them, because you don't know. My experience being in the Philippines, men hold on to whatever's going on in their lives. They're very proud, or I guess high pride, as you would say, of not speaking on it. Versus the women, you always hear women speaking on their dilemmas and hardships, but you don't hear very much about the men. And
And why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Is it
I don't know.
do you think it's a cultural thing?
I think it's a.
Maybe we'll get some comments on
I think culture, pride, being emasculated. If I pronounced that word right. When being
emasculated.
Yeah. It could be a couple of things. But it
Real
don't
men don't.
cry. Huh? I cry. Do you cry?
Oh,
I cry.
real men don't expose
They
themselves.
don't express themselves. I think that's.
Well, I know they expose themselves.
Well, I express myself. If I am feeling something in my heart, my puso, I would tell you, hey, this is how I'm feeling. I don't feel good about it. In most cases, some people will reach out afterwards. Hey, you doing okay? Do you need anything? It takes 8 minutes out your day, maybe to check on somebody to see how they're doing, or if they're going through something. You don't know. Women, you always have those issues that you don't have a problem with sharing, but you never hear it from a man's point of view. And I think that's very important to understand what we go through as men. I'm carrying the load of how was our day that day, or what we're dealing with. You don't.
Well, ironically, because so many men in their families are the breadwinners, although there are a lot of women here in the Philippines, no doubt about
We're
it.
talking about the men today.
But this is the men's discussion. And why is it that men are so afraid to express themselves? Is it a sign of weakness, do you think?
I think being the provider, protector, and guide in the family, the women may be discouraged if that happens and look
That they're
down on the man.
that their partner is
Yeah.
not as strong as they thought he was?
I think that's a culture thing. I think that's a culture.
Do you think that has an effect on how many men actually do get married or connected or
Well,
have a relationship?
I think it attributes to a lot of the things that men go through, where they decide, you know what, I don't want to be in this type of supporting cast. I'm going to start a whole new life. And I've heard that, I've seen it, and women need to pay attention to what's going on with that man. your boyfriend, your husband, or whatever, because you don't know, and you need to reach out and find out, hey, what's going on? Let's talk about it.
Well, something else that I noticed as I travel around and get the opportunity to observe people from a distance, especially in the Philippines, they seem to have this idea that all these foreigners that are coming here, that these foreigners are they're stable, that they have stability about them.
Big misconception. Yeah, big misconception.
Isn't that a huge misconception?
And we have the same dilemmas and hardships like any other person locally here. So let's make sure you understand that that's for the record. Because you can find yourself very disappointed seeking something that's not there.
Yeah, well, that's the point I'm trying to make, is these women that are here in the Philippines, they're expecting these foreign men to be stable, and not just financially, but mentally. They soon find out that there's no communication, that the man has problems in his life and he doesn't talk about them, and he's just nothing but a basket case, and he's come here to the Philippines basically to hide from everybody.
Or regroup. Sometimes you have to be alone in order to find yourself. We all
Great
go through
point.
that. We all
Great
go through
point.
that. If you're going through something and you don't have the answers, sometimes just stay by yourself. Stay alone. And sometimes that's how you get your answers. Because not one man can solve all your issues. It's a higher spirit, and sometimes you have to find that within. It's okay to be alone. Nothing wrong with that.
And that's not just here in the Philippines. That's
Speaking in general.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, I'm speaking in general.
That's everywhere.
It's okay to be alone.
Yeah.
And then once you got yourself together, like I said, I give a good analogy. Here's an analogy. If I'm drowning, I'm gonna make sure I got air first before I give it to you.
Make sure
Yeah.
Well, here you go. You want to fly on a plane? What's the first thing they tell you? Put your mask on first,
Yes, and help somebody else.
and then go help somebody.
So that being said, females, check on the man first. See if he's okay. Check on him. Make sure he's okay. And I'm not saying that all women don't do this. I'm just saying for those that may run into a situation and thinking that everything is green on the other side, that may not be the case. You may be highly disappointed. That man may be going through something. You
He
wanna
might
check-
be in worse situation than a local.
and bring you down. He can't help you if he's not breathing.
That's correct. That's
So,
correct.
let that be a lesson to those that assume that foreigners have this great
They're
lifestyle.
coming here to save you.
Yeah, it's not happening. So have stability before that person can help you and get you established.
Yep. There's got to be that connection.
Make sure he's okay
Yeah.
mental. Make sure his mental health is okay.
Yeah. And remember, folks, it takes inspiration. You got to be inspired to do something. You got to be inspired to talk. You got to be inspired to communicate.
Not be insensitive. Be a good listener.
Yep.
3 keys.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for being with us. Hopefully we'll be back next week. And we might be coming back from a different location.
No, don't say that. Don't you dare.
We might be on a rooftop somewhere. What do you
okay.
think about that?
That
huh?
sounds nice. That
All right.
sounds nice.
Inspiration by Brad. Thanks for being with us, guys. Send in your comments. I answer all of them. Thanks for being with us. Have a great evening.